rights now. Voting rights now.
We want freedom. We're tired of segregation.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther rights.
In segregated rules in public schools.
Jobs for all now. Jobs for all now.
Voting rights now. Voting rights.
Voting rights now.
I am happy to join with you today, my friends.
All right.
And what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. 50 years ago, a great American, in whose symbolic shadow we stand today, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to the millions of Negro slaves who had been sheared by the flames of weather injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro is still not free.
Well,
I am not mindful that some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulations. Some of you have come here fresh from narrow jail cells. Some of you have come where your quest for freedom has left you battered by the storms of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality. You have been veterans of curated suffering. Continue to work with the faith that unearned suffering is redemptive. Go back to Mississippi. Go back to Alabama. Go back to South Carolina. Go back to Georgia. Go back to Louisiana. Go back to the slums and ghettos of your northern cities, knowing that this situation can and will be changed. I say to you today, my friends, that in spite of the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream.
well, all right.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
Yes.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be so evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression,
Yes.
will be transformed into a beautiful oasis
Well,
of symphony and brotherhood. I have a dream.
yes.
I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Yes.
I have a dream that one day in Alabama, yes, with its governors dripping with its lips of nullification and interposition, with all its vicious races, just right there in Alabama, little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands with little white girls and white boys as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today.
Yes.
This is my hope.
Oh, yes.
This is the faith that I return to the South with.
Yeah.
With this faith, we'll be able to hew out of the mountain of despair
My Lord.
a stone of hope. With this faith, we'll be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation
All right now.
into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood.
Oh, yes.
With this faith, we'll be able to work together,
Yeah.
to pray together,
Yes.
to struggle together,
Yes.
to go to jail together,
Yes.
to stand up for freedom together,
Yes.
knowing that we will be free one day.
All right.
This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Yes.
And if America is to become a great nation, then this must become true.
Yes.
So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let ring from the mighty mountains of New York.
All right now.
Let freedom ring from the heightened Alleghanies of Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Not only that, but let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Georgia.
All right.
Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside. Let freedom ring.
Yes.
And when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up the day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of that old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God Almighty,
Thank God.
we're free at last.